Hey everybody, how we doing? Thank you for joining us. John Anthony here on Cherish Shot Sports with a quick wrap up of the 2024 King and Queen of the Ring that was coming to you live from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Depending on what time zone you were here in the United States, for myself it was 1 o'clock this afternoon. Definitely a PLE with some surprises. For some people, I'm sure there's a lot of people who thought, this is what was going to happen. This is how we're going to go. For me, there was a lot of surprises, a lot of directions that they're moving into that I like. As a group, we went 3 for 3. So 500 for the PLE. Not our best, definitely not our worst. But some of the matches where we did lose, I am pleasantly surprised, and that's the direction that we are going. So yeah, let's talk about it. Let's kick it off. Nothing really long-winded here. Nothing crazy here for a long period of time. Just want to go over the matches, talk a little about what happened, how the matches went, and kind of where we're going to go from here. Once next week kicks off with Raw and SmackDown. So the first match was obviously the pre-show match was Bianca Belair versus Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. When I made my original picks, that's my fault. Need to read the stipulations. I did not know it was for the women's titles. I thought it was just a regular thrown together match because of the attack on Bianca, or the taunting of Bianca, I should say, after her loss. So, yeah, so that match was good. The finisher that Bianca and Jade have is amazing. Awesome finisher. They definitely took over in the last minute and a half to 2 minutes of the match. They keep hitting that finisher on all the people. I can't see them losing those titles to anybody for a long period of time. Jade is looking like the superstar that she is, and the reason why she was signed. The big deal was made about her being brought into the WWE, and Bianca has just been Bianca for years and years. She's amazing, grade A talent, awesome main event here. Great to see those guys gelling, working together phenomenally. So they get the win on that, retain the women's tag team titles. So that's the pre-show. Here we go. We're kicking off. We're starting off the King and Queen of the Ring PLE. We're going to be kicking off with Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan. Great match. Definitely had a feeling of how things were going to work out when you saw Dominic Mysterio up here on camera a little before that, saying some things to Liv Morgan. We ourselves had Becky Lynch retaining. As the match goes on, obviously Dom makes his presence felt, throws a chair into the ring. It's meant for Becky. She gets planted by Liv. Then Oblivion gets hit 1, 2, 3. Liv Morgan is your new WWE, I apologize, World Women's Champion over on the Raw brand. A couple things to unpack with this going on. Obviously, it's supposed to look like Dom was there to protect the title for Mommy. If you run it back and take a look when after Becky hits the suplex off the top rope, you see Liv kind of retreat to the corner and kind of pull the ref into her, and that's when Dom slides the chair in. Dom gets up on the corner. Liv is obviously playing possum, gets up very quickly, DDTs her onto the steel chair. Once she's about to hit Oblivion, obviously Dom then jumps off the mat. Now, if that's the case, if you're trying to avoid the pin, if you're Dom, you stay on the ring apron and distract the ref and kind of cause a ruckus, not get off so the ref can count. Obviously, a lot of people can see where this is going. My next guess is, I don't know how close Rhea is for a defense. Maybe we see a rematch with her and Becky. Maybe someone rises up on the Raw roster and challenges her over at Clash of the Castle. But I can see the next defense of, Dominic being in Rhea's corner. This is where the turn is going to happen in the next match when she finally faces Liv. Turns on Rhea, costs her the match, helps Liv retain. Dom goes over to Liv. And again, like we've talked about for a couple weeks on our shows, just you're going to see the unfortunate, disarray of the Judgment Day. Damian Priest is going on his own now as being the World Heavyweight Champion. So I think the group had a great run. It's funny, I was at the Backlash, I believe it was 2 years ago when Rhea debuted with Edge as one of the first members of the Judgment Day. So that was a cool moment to see where she's at now and to see where that group is at now. Unfortunately, already they've hit their peak and now they're on the downslope. It's great to watch. I think it helped everyone's career in the long run. So I think that's going to be going on. So congratulations to Liv Morgan. I am definitely a Liv Morgan critic. I've said before she needs to go back down to NXT, work on the ring and work on her in-ring moves. Definitely work on the mic work. But if Paul has the confidence in her, wants to have her run with the chip over on Monday Night Raw, then you know what? Who am I to question that? Triple H knows what a champion looks like. So congratulations go out to Liv Morgan, and hopefully it's a very successful title run over on Monday Night Raw. So speaking of Monday Night Raw, we also had an Intercontinental Championship match. Sami Zayn, Big Bronson Reed, and Chad Gable tied it up in a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. This match was just great from bell to bell. I mean, all three of these guys are so athletic. Bronson Reed, being a bigger guy, will go out there and throw around like a cruiserweight. Did amazing moves off the top rope. Chad Gable throwing Zayn and Reed over his head. Double suplex. Great match. Obviously was built to protect people. The Otis spot was awesome. I mean, I don't know how much more Otis is going to be getting slapped in the face by Chad Gable until he snaps. That clothesline was massive to Chad Gable to take him out of the equation for Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn gets back into the ring, hits the Aluva kick on Bronson Reed, gets the 1-2-3 and retains in the motherland. There's not one shadow of a doubt that I ever think Sami Zayn was going to lose that belt, especially over in Saudi Arabia. So kudos out to him. Awesome match from all three men. Amazing title defense. Great to see him holding on to it. That was a great match as well. Then we had our first finals. We had our Queen of the Ring finals. Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria for the Queen of the Ring title. Again, great match. Lyra showing up, showing out, holding her own against Nia Jax. Nia, I've not been able to sing enough of her praises since she's come back to the roster and back to WWE. You can tell Nia does get the 1-2-3 on Lyra, going for her to pull her off the top rope, and just hits an amazing annihilator off the second rope onto Valkyria. 1-2-3. Nia's crowned your new 2024 Queen of the Ring, getting a title shot, a women's title shot over on the SmackDown brand at SummerSlam this year in Cleveland. Now, if you watched it, you saw the embrace between her and Paul Levesque. This win, I think, meant a lot for her. I think she knew. Obviously, she was. If you want to look, she was a little overweight. She was definitely stiff in the ring. I think she's been the total package coming back. There's always people that are going to discredit her. A lot of haters on Nia Jax. I was not a fan of her first run. I think she's jumped leaps and bounds in talent, just in ring ability, on the mic, and just overall character development, and just knowing what to do, what to say, when it needs to be said, and just doing the right things at the ring at the right time. And obviously, the biggest thing on her was she was a menace in the ring. She was a liability. She's definitely a lot better now. But yeah, so you saw the embrace with her and Paul, holding back tears. Very emotional, very happy time for her to come back and win this accolade and get herself a women's title match down the road at SummerSlam. So with that being said, the men need to have their shot. So the King of the Ring qualifier of the finals is up next, and that is between Gunther and Randy Orton. This match, I cannot say anything less of just an absolute banger. Gunther can go. Randy Orton, I don't care how old he is. This guy, phenomenal shape, is just putting guys over. Win or lose, he's just in that ring making things happen, telling a story, doing phenomenal things inside and outside the apron, whether it's on the tables, off the top rope, or just hitting an RKO out of nowhere. Randy Orton is just timeless, amazing, the GOAT, and just cannot wait to see him get that first ballot Hall of Fame vote. So with that being said, Gunther attacking the knee, going to the half grab, just kicking, punching, doing whatever he can to that knee of Orton. Orton still hits that RKO, goes for the 1-2-3, can't do it, only has one leg to pivot. Gunther attacks the knee, rolls Randy Orton up, back on a crucifix pin, 1-2. Call it a 1-2-3 if you're watching, Randy Orton's left shoulder was not on that mat. That was not a true 1-2-3, but ref did not see it. Gunther gets the win. Gunther is your new 2024 King of the Ring, going on the Raw brand to face whoever is the World Heavyweight Champion at SummerSlam in Cleveland to get himself a world title match. Awesome, awesome match. So before we talk about the main event, there were a couple things that came out in this PLE. First, November 2nd, they've already talked about that Crown Jewel will emanate also from Saudi Arabia. So Crown Jewel, one of the biggest events out there, almost I feel like they're WrestleMania. So that should be definitely a good PLE out there. Also, too, Triple H did announce that Drew McIntyre has been cleared, medically cleared by the WWE doctors to wrestle. So, in fact, taking up Damian Priest on his offer, it will be Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship at Clash of the Castle on June 15th. That is going to be an amazing match. Not really here or there to say that who's going to win that yet. I don't know if that's going to be the coronation for Drew McIntyre to finally get his hands on a title, outside of WrestleMania, obviously, for him to get his hands on something, on some gold. But that match has all the makings of being a 5-star stealing the show kind of match. And the card for out there is going to be built amazingly as well. So I'm sure there's going to be some amazing matches on that card as well. The biggest thing, we were talking about it on X, also on our Instagram as well. The QR codes, they made an appearance tonight. If you go on our Twitter, take a look at our page. We're able to get some awesome pictures. What looks like some of the characters that will be featured in the Wyatt 6, the new Uncle Howdy faction that will be debuting sooner than later. Every time a QR code flashes up, they're talking about it as the announced team. And even today, actually, Michael Cole went and said, if you have a chance, go back, and hopefully you were able to catch that and go see what's on there. So now they're literally pushing the WWE Universe to go back, rewind, take a video, and go onto these and see the vignettes and the videos and the clues that are drawing you into who is going to be debuting and when they will be debuting. Not to ruin everything for you, but if you did catch this QR code, you go on. It shows pretty much. It sounds like a fax machine loading up a video. Looks like someone in their house playing looks like they're playing 2K. Here's something outside their window. I haven't had a chance to go through and screenshot and zoom in. It looks like there's someone outside the window. Next thing you know, very quickly there is an open door, a shadow with red. Very quick, call disconnected, boom, video over. Definitely something to dive into a little bit to see if there's anything, little nuggets there, little Easter eggs to find out what's going on. We had a poll running if they were going to be debut at King and Queen of the Ring. Obviously, they did not. All we got was a QR code, and like I said, we have some characters to look at, to think about. So that's awesome in itself. I'm very, very excited to see what these characters look like and to see the return of one Bo Dallas as Uncle Howdy. So, all that in between, all the other matches, here we are, main event time. Cody Rhodes, the WWE Undisputed Champion, taking on Logan Paul, the WWE United States Champion. Last time Logan Paul was in Saudi, he went ahead and captured the United States title, so definitely riding a wave of momentum heading into this match with Cody. Cody coming off a phenomenal, no pun intended, match with AJ Styles in his last defense at Backlash. This match gave you everything you wanted and more. Logan is going to bring you hard-hitting, high-flying, innovative offense. And if you watch the move sets that Cody's bringing, actually, I forgot the name of the move. I meant to write it down. It's kind of like props them on the back, drops them on their neck. This is literally one of those moves I've used in my created characters in WWE 2K. It's literally a finishing move on the neck and back and top of the head. With Cody, if you watch, you're seeing a more old school run match with him. You see him playing to the crowd, playing the hits, looking up, like, what are we doing? Just come on, ref, get the crowd into it. You're going to see more of an old school feel when you watch Cody wrestle, the way he books his matches on his side. And excuse me, I am getting over a cold, so I do apologize. Um, so it's just, and then you have Logan, who's just bringing total innovation, whether it be outside the ring, inside the ring, off the top rope, whatever he's doing. It's amazing. Him and Cody have great chemistry, had great energy the entire match. I love the whole brass rings thing that came up. Kind of talking to Logan Paul, then John back and forth. I feel like there might be some kind of weird Michael Cole match down the road. I know Michael's getting up there in age. Maybe there's with someone, he's in someone's corner. Michael assists. I like how Corey got involved as well, backing up Logan Paul. Like, get out of here, focus on the match, leave Michael alone. I think that was awesome. Maybe that's a breadcrumb for down the road. Maybe Corey Graves gets back in the ring with Michael in his corner. You never know. Could be something. I'm excited, but with Logan Paul, you never know what's going on. He is obviously there, if I had to guess, to push the envelope and have the rivalries that obviously are going to get the most heat and look great on social media, but also is going to get the most views on Impulsive, on YouTube, getting people talking, and that's exactly what he's there to do. That's what his contract is. That's why he holds gold right now in WWE, because hate him, love him, you're still talking about him either way, and the dude gets it done. You got to give him his ups. 2 years ago, we talked about it. I was one of the biggest detractors of that, but now I'm one of his biggest fans. What he does in the ring right now, he's definitely honed into the craft, puts in the time, puts in the effort. It's not a joke to him. He understands exactly what needs to be done when you get in that ring between the four posts. So I like the match. It was great. Obviously, the ref gets knocked out. Cody catches the low blow. Brass knucks were used. Gets, again, the Prime guys were around again. Grabs it from him. Hits Cody in the midsection. But at the end of the day, Cody thwarts him. I believe the words were, "I'm Cody Rhodes, bitch." Hits him gives him the Roman treatment. Gives him the 3 crossroads, 1, 2, 3. Covers Logan Paul for the 1 through 3, and Cody Rhodes retains the WWE Undisputed Championship at King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi to stay your champion. Guys, the PLE, it was short, it was sweet, just like this podcast. It's to the point, just like on this YouTube channel. Just want to come on, talk about the results, see what we have. I think with Liv winning the championship, I think that's setting a lot of seeds for the Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan story, and just breaching that into the Judgment Day and things that are going to happen there. What's going to happen with Finn Balor, what's going to happen with JD McDonough, Carlito's trying to get involved. So that whole dynamic of it is going to be awesome. Nia Jax winning the Queen of the Ring is an awesome dynamic. She's a powerhouse. At the end of the day, is probably going to be an odds-on favorite to win at SummerSlam. Same thing with Gunther. Great match with Randy Orton. Out of the 1-2, we had Tiffany Stratton coming out of the women's side. We had Gunther coming on the men's side. So we're 50-50 on that. We hit the nail on the head with Gunther. For the PLE in general, we were 3 for 3. Did not think Liv was going to be pulling off the chip. I was mistaken, thinking it was just a regular non-title match where Indy and Candice would probably win that match. So it was great match. Great matches, great PLE, great energy, great storytelling at the end of the day. It was awesome. So, again, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Coming up tomorrow, obviously, we have AEW Double or Nothing. We've already done a prediction show for that. You can catch that over on our YouTube channel. Immediately following that, hopefully the scrum doesn't take too long to kick off and get into. We will have a reactions and results show as long as talking about the scrum that goes on with Tony Khan and company. So with that being said, please follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, also follow us here on YouTube. If you're watching this, last time I checked, 94% of you that see this and like it aren't subscribers. Please subscribe to the channel, give us a like, we appreciate it. Content every week, special edition episodes for things like this where we talk about results from PLEs, pay-per-views, things like that, any kind of major stories coming out of wrestling. Also, catch us on our first episode next Saturday on 105 The Block. Catch Chair Shot Sports on 365 Live. Again, all of those, Instagram, X, and also on 365 Live. It's all at Chair Shot Sports. So guys, as always, I appreciate it. John Anthony Guys, hope you guys had an amazing night. Enjoyed King Queen of the Ring. We'll see you tomorrow night for AEW Double or Nothing.